Welcome to That's the Point, your inside scoop on the latest construction technology and workflows, brought to you by the experts at Building Point.
All right, hey everybody, welcome back to That's the Point. It's great to be back in the studio again. As always, my name is Steve Karen with my co-host, Jonathan Stickle. How are you?
Doing good, man. Glad to be here.
Good. So the big reason we're here today, this guy right here. This is Trimble's T100. It is their latest and greatest field tablet. It's actually a computer. It is in a tablet form factor, but this thing is a computer. And as many of you folks are aware of the T10, Trimble just went and added another zero to this, and that's what you get, the T100. No, just kidding. This is really a brand new design. It's got some added value, some new features, and again, that's what we're going to jump into today and just kind of highlight those things. Okay. So one of the first things I want to touch on is kind of like what's included, when you get the new T100 tablet. So nothing crazy here. You're going to get your field computer, which is right here. This does come with a couple of ports that are USB-C. So I want to highlight that because you will get a USB-C to USB-C or USB-A adapter. Okay. So that's, you can still plug it into a car charger, plug it into a power outlet to get your charges. It does come with a screen protector, which is great. It does come with a stylus and a tether. That way you don't lose the stylus. And then it also has some replacement tips for the stylus pen as well.
Oh, very good. So just want to dive into some of the specs. We call these tablets, but they really are computers. You got a built-in 2.4 gigahertz radio. It's got an Intel 8th Gen i5 processor. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of SSD drive storage. It's got a rear-facing camera and a USB-C adapter, which really helps with the battery life. So it charges it much more quickly. Right. The battery life is 10 hours, which is great. So it'll last you throughout the entire day. Field. Yeah, which is great for the field. And with that USB-C adapter, the charging time, it's about an hour and 15 minutes to get it to 50% charge. If you want to get a full charge 100%, it's about 3 hours. So that's helpful for those in the field. Okay,
yeah, that's good. Then one thing I want to touch on real quick, I'll turn this around, are these Empower modules, they're called. Okay. So here, that's where your radio is plugged into one already that we see here. And then here's another one right here. So this can be some additional accessory. There's going to be a GNSS plug-in you could do here. There's going to be a couple other options that are out there. But just to give you some insight on these Empower modules here and what they can bring to you in terms of accessories in the future.
I'll take that. And just kind of some general impressions here. The size of the screen, it's the same size as the T10 screen, so it's a 10.1 inch touch screen. The weight, it's about 3.5 pounds, which is comparable to the T10. Yep. It's got a very rugged feel to it. It's kind of got the rubber around the entire bezel of the computer tablet, so it's got a very rugged, tough feel to it. It does come with a Windows 10 operating system. The stylus here kind of has a specific holder for the stylus, so you just kind of push it out here with your finger, and you can grab it and use it there to touch. So one of the big things, I'll turn it back around, is on the side. It kind of gives you these side buttons, which this was actually from a previous Yuma tablet that Trimble made earlier. And but it just gives you a few joystick functions with the arrows. It gives you an OK button to select things, and then it gives you 4 shortcut buttons. So if you want to do a sleep mode or screen brightness, you can do a shortcut for those specific things, which is a cool feature.
So what I wanted to touch on too was some of the field features that I like about this thing. So the biggest one for me is always the connectivity. This is huge. A big differentiator is that we connect the Trimble tablet to our robotic total station using the radio. Again, big deal. This does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities, but that's not how we communicate to the robot. We all know that Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, those things can get disrupted out in the field. You can get disconnected, and that just, you lose time, you lose money that way. The radio is a much more secure network between the robot and the tablet itself, so that's what Trimble's gone with. Water resistant, so another huge thing here. In Florida, it rains or it's 100 degrees out and you're sweating, and we all know when you look down at a tablet and you just have sweat dripping down your face, it's going to hit the tablet. The previous models have had some issues, with water and sweat, and it kind of gets a little wonky on the screen and everything. So we have tested this, and it is much better So we've seen, just much better results when it comes to having some liquid on there. Another big thing is the screen itself. So this does have a very durable glass now in comparison to older models that we've, seen, honestly, get cracked, get broken, and have to be sent in to get replaced. This is, much more resilient now when it comes to the glass on these things. So they've done a really good job with that.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, now we're going to just take a couple minutes to kind of talk about some of the different features between the models. So we actually have some of the older previous models here. Like I have the FC M1 tablet.
T10.
The T10, so the T100 is replacing the T10. And this is also the FC M1, which was a much more compact portable solution. Much smaller screen. These have much larger screens.
Right.
But also, one of the things that I wanted to touch on was like the mounting system. If you can flip that around for me, Steve. So this thing, with the T100, the mounting system is actually attached to bolted into the tablet base with these 3 screws. To where on the T10, you kind of had an additional bracket with this strap. So there's a little bit more that could come loose or things like that out in the field.
Rigged.
Yeah,
in there.
So this is a much more secure mounting system, which will definitely be good. But as I mentioned before, the screen size is the same as the T10. It's a 10.1-inch screen. Also, some of the things that are different about it is that the storage, this one has 8 gigabytes of storage, 256 SSD. So this is double, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 solid state drive SSD storage. So you're getting double the features. The T10 does have an i7 processor. This one does have an i5 processor. However, with that additional processing speeds, it was draining the battery, so you weren't getting a full day's worth, and you will be getting that now. So even though they're dropping down to an i5 processor, you're getting the 8 gigabytes of additional RAM, that extra 256 gigabytes of storage. So it's definitely evening out.
Yeah. And then with 10 hours of battery life on this
exactly.
thing,
It's lasting you throughout the entire day.
Field folks are going to appreciate that a lot. So, Jonathan, again, this is the latest tablet. This is the T100. It's replacing the T10. With that, if you guys do have any questions or thoughts, please just let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. It's just going to ensure that you're never going to miss a beat and you're going to be up to date on all the latest episodes that come out. If you do want to learn more, please reach out to your local Building Point representative today. You know that we're here to make sure that you guys succeed. So again, on behalf of myself, Jonathan, the entire Building Point staff, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on That's the Point.
Thanks again for joining us on That's the Point. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe on YouTube today.